Back in September 2017, I had a huge decision to make. And I didn't really know why I needed to make a decision, but I just felt like I had to do it. It's my journey and your revelation. It's WisdomRoomTV. I was at my computer and I was typing out a letter. And I knew that if I went ahead and wrote the letter out, that I would have no excuses of why I couldn't complete my plan. So I got the mouse and I pressed the print button. I ran to the printer because I didn't want anyone to see me. I got the letter off the printer, I folded it up, put it in my pocket, and walked calmly back to my desk. So I needed to see my boss. I needed to figure out what was going to go on. And I guess at this point, you can kind of tell what I'm about to do. I was about to quit my job, but something was holding me back. Fear. So I have a question for you. Why is fear so real? At this point, my stomach was boiling. It felt like fear was in the middle of my stomach. And a lot of times, fear gets us all over in our mind, in our stomachs, everywhere. And we're scared to disappoint our parents. We're scared to go for our passions. And we're even scared to get out of our relationships. So we stay in them hoping for different results. Well, kind of my same situation. I was so scared. But I told myself, just do it. So I walked over to my boss's office and she wasn't there. So I had to hold on to this fear and this stomach ache for just a little bit longer. I walked back to my desk and I worked for a little while, for about an hour, and I think I remember seeing her, so I walked over to her office, and this time she was sitting in there with someone. So I'm still sitting around with all of this fear inside of me. I walked back to my desk. But instead of the walking back and forth, I heard God say, be still, relax. And be still and know that I am God. That verse is very familiar. But the term be still in Hebrew means it's Rapha. And it's kind of the root word. And it just means to let go and relax. So God was just telling me, be calm, relax. I walked back to my desk and I just looked up her schedule, which probably would have been easier before, because then I actually know when she's in her office, when she's in a meeting, things like that. So I looked to see when I could go see her, and I saw it was a little bit later in the day, so I had to hold on to that nervousness and that fear just a little bit longer. And right before I walked in her office, I prayed and I said, God, give me the courage, give me everything else. Because when I was the whole day, I was thinking, how am I going to pay my bills? What is my boss going to think? What are my parents going to think? But God kept saying, be still. So I walked in her office with all of my nervousness. I sat down and I gave her the news. I just did it. And about 2 weeks later after that, they called me into the office, which was my last day of work. And they said, hey, we want to offer you a part-time job. You guys, I prayed for this. I wanted God to give me an opportunity so I could be in school, start a business, have a part-time job, and get paid more. Well, God answered my prayers. I'm in school, I have a part-time job, and the job that they offered me pays a lot more than what I was already getting paid at my full-time job. So be still, relax, and know that God has you in the palm of his hands. And think about these 3 wisdom keys as a takeaway for this video. First, I want you to sit down and relax and trust yourself. Relax and trust yourself. Number 2, I want you to make a decision. Make the decision to write the letter. Make the decision to write the business plan. Whatever you want to do, make the decision. And then number 3, I want you to just do it. Take it day by day, step by step. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just do it. Think about what you're doing in that day. And this will get you closer to pushing past fear and going for the challenge. Think of it as a challenge for yourself. All right, guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for being here. Remember that just as honey is sweet to the taste, wisdom is sweet to the soul. Remember to subscribe, share with your friends, and like this video. Thank you so much for watching Wisdom Room TV. Bye, guys.